have always loved Jane Fonda. I just think she's so fucking fabulous. The older that she gets, she just seemingly gets more and more fabulous. It's just so gorgeous, so intelligent, so witty and funny and outspoken and bold and brave. And throughout her career, she has been labeled as sometimes difficult to work with or like a bitch or whatever. And what I realized is that every woman who is outspoken or speaks their mind or maybe just doesn't go along with your status quo and just fall in line is always labeled like that. So be it. Good for her. She's a big inspiration for strong women everywhere. She was awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award, and she definitely deserves it. And I want you guys to listen very closely to her speech. This woman has lived through a lot. She has been part of a lot of revolutionary times, and some of the things that she said gave me chills.
This means the world to me. Thank you. Wow, and your enthusiasm makes this seem, I don't know, less like a late twilight of my life and more like a go girl, kick ass. Which is good because I'm not done. I retired for 15 years, and then I came back at 65, which is not usual, and I made one of my most successful movies in my 80s. And probably in my 90s, I'll be doing my own stunts in an action movie. I love acting. We get to open people's minds to new ideas, take them beyond what they understand of the world, and help them laugh when things are tough, like now. And for a woman like me, who grew up in the 40s and 50s when women weren't supposed to have opinions and not get angry, acting gave me a chance to play angry women with opinions, which, as you know, is a bit of a stretch for me, but make no mistake, empathy is not weak or woke. And by the way, woke just means you give a damn about other people. Back to empathy. A whole lot of people are going to be really hurt by what is happening, what is coming our way. And even if they're of a different political persuasion, we need to call upon our empathy and not judge, but listen from our hearts and welcome them into our tent, because we are going to need a big tent to resist successfully what's coming at us. I made my first movie in 1958. It was the tail end of McCarthyism, when so many careers were destroyed. Today, it's helpful to remember, though, that Hollywood resisted. We did. Have any of you ever watched a documentary of one of the great social movements, like apartheid or our civil rights movement or Stonewall, and asked yourself, would you have been brave enough to walk the bridge? Would you have been able to take the hoses and the batons and the dogs? We don't have to wonder anymore, because we are in our documentary moment. This is it. And it's not a rehearsal. This is it. And we mustn't for a moment kid ourselves about what's happening. This is big time serious, folks. So let's be brave. This is a good time for a little Norma Ray or Karen Silkwood or Tom Joad. We must not isolate. We must stay in community. We must help the vulnerable. We must find ways to project an inspiring vision of the future, one that is beckoning, welcoming, that will help people believe that, to quote the novelist Pearl Cleage, on the other side of the conflagration, there will still be love, there will still be beauty, and there will be an ocean of truth for us to swim in. Let's make it so. Thank you for this encouragement. Thank you.
You guys know how I feel about a strong-ass woman who is outspoken. That shit, ooh, there's nothing more powerful than that shit. And you guys know I love shining a light on these strong women who have been very, very outspoken. And as we get more and more into this, more women like Jane Fonda, like Tilda Swinton, are coming out and they're speaking their mind. And it just does something for my heart. I don't know about you, but the part for me that will live rent free in my head for a while is the part when Jane Fonda was talking about how she actually went through like McCarthyism. When you find yourself watching all of these documentaries or even these movies, like movies that everyone loves, right, that are showing revolutionary times or like women fighting for their rights or gay people fighting for their rights or anyone fighting for their rights, these movies in cinema are always so, so powerful. And it's because they're highlighting the bravery of people within those times and really showcasing the difference of the sides of fences that you land on during these times. And it gave me chills when she said, we don't have to wonder anymore how you would be in those times because we are here now. We are here now. And that really got to me because I've been thinking about that a lot lately. People don't ever see the beginning of this when you're in it, but I do believe the way that people are behaving is showing exactly how they would be in those times or how they are in these times. Are you going to be brave? And are you going to fight? And are you going to stand up for people that are vulnerable and need your help? Or are you going to be part of the oppression? Something really, really serious to think about. And I'm super, super glad that Jane Fonda brought it up. So, yeah, think about the kind of person you would be in revolutionary times because we are here.